Hey everyone, today I'm going to show you how to juggle Mill's mess. Yeah. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you step by step on how to juggle in each throw. In Mill's mess, there's 3 throws. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Except you don't have any pauses. Yeah. You need to know the 3-ball cascade. You should know this already. And the 3-ball reverse shout, the reverse cascade. Because you need to get comfortable throwing from outside. So we're going to break down each throw and talk about how you're meant to throw them and how to practice it. Throw number 1. We're going to cross our hands, cross our arms. Doesn't really matter which one is on top, but you're going to throw the ball. You're gonna hold the ball. You're gonna throw the ball with your top arm, and then make it go down in the center of your body. This is going to be true for every throw. You need to end in the center of your body in order to make Mill's mess look good. Okay, so again, cross your arms, then throw the arm with the ball. It has to be the top one, and then just drop it in the center of your body. But you have to uncross your hands while doing that. Once you feel comfortable that instead of letting it drop, we're going to catch it this time. But it's going to be like this. You throw the ball up, uncross, and then do this. And catch it with the other hand. Catch it with the other hand which did not throw the ball, and then repeat the same on the other side, like this. Then repeat on the other side. Try not to let it cross into the middle of your body. Make sure it stays on. Make sure it doesn't go too far out. You can juggle it down. You are able to juggle it down here, but I just think that's much faster, and I think that's a little bit harder. So when you're first learning, practice throwing it a bit higher. You also don't want pauses between throws. If you're going like this, no, because you need to get used to throwing this quick. Because you're not gonna have pauses in the middle of Mill's mess pattern. Throw number 2, our hands are going to be apart like normal, but this time, again, we're gonna throw into the center of your body. But this time, we're gonna put the hand on top. We're gonna put the hand which threw it on top, and then catch the ball with the bottom hand which did not throw, like this. See how my right hand does it? See how my right hand goes on top? And again, uncross and do the same thing. Catch it with your right hand and then do the same thing. Remember, you have to do this quick. Don't have any pauses. If you're doing this, no. Yes. Okay. Once you got that down, we're going to work on the 3rd throw. Now the 3rd throw is really basic. It's just an underhand throw. But it kind of tends to make a U shape when people are doing it incorrectly. So again, you want it to end in the center of your body like this. And your hands should uncross when you catch it. So you're gonna throw the ball under, then uncross, put your right hand here, then catch the ball with your left hand or your right hand, depending on which hand you threw it with. So the ball's in my right hand. I'm gonna throw under my left hand, left arm, and then I'm gonna catch it with my left hand, like this. Then do the same thing on the other side. Again, you can do this, but it's going to be much faster. Focus on doing it a bit higher for the first time you learn this. Good. Now let's start combining throws. So we're gonna start with the set 2 balls in our hand, cross this time. And then you're gonna do the same thing with the first throw like that. But this time, when the first ball is starting to come down, you're just going to uncross your hands, then throw the next ball, cross your hands again, and then catch one ball in each hand, like this. No, like this. Yeah. Then your left hand should be on top. Then you're going to do the same thing on the other side, where you throw the ball, throw the first ball, uncross, throw the second ball, then cross again with your right hand on top. See how my right hand is on top? Then I'm going to do the same thing. Now, you might have a tendency to throw them over the center of your body. This is super common, but in order to do this, a drill to fix it is to throw the first ball like you would normally, and then drop the second one. So you get the idea of throwing them. Then you can catch it. Then once you feel comfortable with it, you can catch it. Then do the same thing on the other side. Good. Now, let's work on 3. Okay, to start off, it's pretty simple, but hard looking. So you're gonna start with your right hand on top with two balls, and your left hand on the bottom with 1 ball, like this. So just like before, where we throw it like that, but this time, when we catch the first ball, we're just going to throw the underhand throw again, like this. 1, 2, 3. And remember, catch the last ball on your left hand or your right hand, depending on which hand you threw it with. So a lot of problems I had was I catch it with my right hand again, so I have to do the right motion again. 1, 2, 3. No, 1, 2, 3. And then I catch the third one on my bottom hand. That's not supposed to happen, because then I have to give 1 ball to my left hand and then start the second one. So make sure you're catching it with the top hand that's on top, the last ball. Again, the last one, you're probably throwing it straight up, like that. This is the most common problem with the third ball, and it really sucks. But just really try to get the throw as curved as you can. Sometimes I just can't get it inside, so I just flick it kind of like this. But that will cause it to get it more high, and that won't look as good as 1 ball much higher, and the other two are just like normal. So remember, you have to practice that third ball throw. If you're not comfortable with it, you're probably gonna have to rewatch the third part. So we're going to throw. So we're gonna again cross our arms, then throw the 1, 2, 3 balls. 1, 2, 3. Then do the same thing on the other side. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Then repeat on the other side. 1, 2, 3. Repeat it. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Eventually you can bring it down. But I recommend you throw it higher the first time you're learning, because then it won't be as fast and you can sort of control it. The balls should look like they're chasing each other. Like that. If they don't look like they're chasing, Mills Mess is kind of a pattern where they chase each other. That's what it's supposed to look like. If you're doing it like this, where they like sort of like want to run away from the ball they're supposed to chase, not good. You're gonna have to make them like they're chasing it. And then you don't need to pause anymore, and you can just do the pattern like a freaking professional. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to cover some troubleshooting now, because I know this is a confusing trick and you might have a few hiccups. So the first, number one most common problem I see is that, again, that final throw is straight up. Now, it's not a big deal, but it won't make those patterns look as good, like that, instead of looking like this. Remember, try to make it as curved as you can. I'm still not really solid throwing it curved with my left hand, so I'm gonna have to work on that a bit. So another problem I see, or I had, was that the balls collide, or your hands just like bang into each other, or like your arms get all messy and stuff. This is also really common, but remember, you have to work on that 2-ball exercise again. Another problem I see is that the second ball is thrown on the inside. You're meant to throw them on the outside. Mills Mess is about throwing it outside, not inside. If you throw them inside, then it's just a If you throw them on the inside, then it's just a 3-ball cascade. And the 3-ball cascade is not what we want to learn here. We want to learn Mills Mess. Another problem I'm not really good at is like the chasing balls, the last two. Go past the ball they're meant to chase. Like this. No. Like this. Like that. I'm still working on it, but I just want to warn you a bit. I mean, sometimes I don't do that, but, you know, what am I? Okay, the next trick on the list is the 5-ball half shower. I'm going to teach you the 5-ball half shower. Yeah, so first to break it down, 3 balls. Now, I know I already covered the half shower in another tutorial. You can go watch that if you haven't learned half shower yet. Because it's 5-ball half shower, you need to know 3 and 4. So now you need to, this time you're gonna throw them at the 5-ball half shower pattern height, which is a little bit higher than how you throw 5 balls. This is how high I throw 5 balls. This is how I throw 5-ball half shower. Yeah, so it needs to be a bit higher. So drop 2 balls again. Then throw it at the height, but a bit higher than the 5-ball basket. It's not that hard, right? Don't try to make them like a cascade throw, like where they go into a corner. Make them pretty round. Also, don't make it too wide. Then you'll have to reach back and forth for the balls, and it's going to be hard for your parent to go longer if you do that, because you're going to get all exhausted and stuff doing this. So just do a normal 3-ball half shower at the 5-ball height. The next exercise I want you to do is you're gonna throw all of 3 of them up pretty quickly, like 1, 2, 3, and then also on the other side, 1, 2, 3. No. You can do it on the other side, but in my opinion, that's much harder, and I'm not really solid with it yet. So try to do it on your right side like this. Right side, right side. And you want to hear that you catch the first 2 balls at the same time. Here. Hear this. Yeah. You want them to be caught pretty closely. And you don't want them to be caught like this. Where you can hear the sound is pretty different. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. You also don't want the second and the third ball going in a line where they're like this. You don't want that. So don't do this or this. Don't do that. You want them to be on their own side. You can do it a bit slower at first, but you're not going to get really comfortable with it when you get 5 balls. Okay. The next one I want you to do is this. The 4-ball half shower. But this time, you're going to throw them in asynchronous version. 1, 2, no. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, like that. Like 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. Like that. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. Once you feel comfortable with that, pick up that 5th ball. Okay, so now you're going to do the same thing with 4 balls, where you do 1, 2, 1, 2. But this time, you're going to throw the 5th ball like this. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now you can do a 6th row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whatever. Just go for 10 catches. That's all I have for you today. See you on Wednesday. Bye. Stay tuned.